my beautiful YouTubers. So, this video, as it says in the title above, is about saving for your travelling. It can be a holiday, you could use any of these saving techniques in any scenario you want, same for a car, anything, but this particular is, for me, is for saving for travelling. Because everybody wants to travel and people think it's too expensive, you can't do it. You can, guys, you can do it. You just have to save, and it takes a little bit of effort and a little bit of time, but eventually you will get there. I am now officially saving for my next trip. Nothing's booked yet because I would like to save a big lump sum of it before I book it, so then the rest I save is spending money basically. That's how I'm working it this time. So, the number one technique or idea or style of saving that I like the best is getting one of those tin money boxes. You can get these for really cheap, 50 pence to £1 in the local pound shop, or 2 for £1, stuff like that. It's basically a big tin that you have to tin open to get out. I don't know what these hand actions are, guys. Anyway, so yeah, you can get it in all different styles. Like, I think I have a Winnie the Pooh one. I used to have a Disney Princess one. It doesn't matter to me. It's a tin, I cannot get into it. This is a really good way, because that way you wait till it's really full and really heavy before you go into it and count it. Right. So, what do you put in the tin? So I start off by putting all my 2p's and 1p's in. You don't need them. You hardly use them to count up to pay the bus fare or to buy a chocolate pie. You don't use them for that. So instead of just chucking on the road like I've seen people do, I pick those up, by the way, just so you know. Pick those up and stick them in the tin. Or your 2p's or your 1p's. I even do this with 5p's because I hardly use them. So they all go in the tin. It doesn't sound like a lot to start with, but it's a good start. And it adds up. It really adds up. You just think you get £5 worth of 1p's and 2p's. That's a meal in McDonald's. That is a meal on your trip. You save up £10 worth of 5p's. That could be a night's stay in a hostel. Okay? So you just think of it like that. Don't think of it as a 1p or a 2p. That's more like a 2p, that's more like a 1p. Anyway, think of it as pounds. As food, as hostel rooms, as trips, like that. So, the next thing I do once I've done all that, if I get a lot of, and I mean a lot of change in my purse, I sort that out to the change that I need, change that I want, and empty it out into my money box. So then in goes 10p's, 20p's, 50p's. Not loads, because I do need those. You need them as change for bus fare, because our buses in England are like £2.50 or £2.60, so you need the 50p's, 10p's and 20p's. Same with the pound coins, you generally need them. When it gets later to the time, I will start saving up £2 coins, because you hardly get them, and it's just one coin in the tin, gone. You don't miss it. I don't do that all the time, and I'm saying that I don't because I am saving now and I've saved before for my trip. So I know how this stuff works. I don't do it all the time because you'll find you'll put the £2 coin in and you'll need a £2 coin for something, or £2 in general. So as long as I have pound coins in my purse, I will put £2 coins in my tin because I have other coins. So I try and do that a little bit later on, so then it's more in a mindset of, no, you need to save, you are going away soon, like that. Same with pound coins, you know, odd pound in there. You know, even if you put like, you can't use your change or whatever, put £2 in a week, that will add up as well. £1 a week will add up. Then I sell things. There's lots of things that you buy over the course of the year that you don't use, or was a bit of a waste of money. You know, if you're going away for a length of time, it's stuff that you probably won't need. Just bits and bats, and then any money I get from selling those, I put in the tin. So that could be a £5 note, it goes in the tin. £4 coins goes in the tin. So then you've then got notes and pound coins in your tin as well. On the note of selling things, I don't have a car, but depending on who you are, if you need a car or not, a good way to make a big lump sum of money really quick is obviously selling your car, if you can. Because not only are you getting a big lump sum of cash from your car, you're also saving monthly payments to the insurance, you're saving from the tax. So just think of it like that, you're saving a hell of a lot more. So, my tin sits in my cupboard and I do that on a regular basis. Depending how old you are, you might still get like pocket money or birthday money, things like that. Stick it in your tin. Or, you know, take a percentage of it for you from your birthday money and a percentage for your tin. So you're like always saving something. The next one is from your wages. So, depending if you get paid weekly, monthly, depends on if you have your own house, if you have your own bills to pay, if you're a student, if you live with your parents, will all depend on how much money you need to live off. So work out your wages from that month or that week. Sirens are going past. Basically work it out, what you can live off, and just live off that. Right? You get me, guys? Then the rest can go in savings. But just kind of don't save everything. Okay? Like, every so often you will want to splurge, and if all you're doing is saving and not going out, not buying anything, you'll just get to a point and you'll just flip. And you will spend a ridiculous amount of money in one go. You don't want to be like that. You know, make sure you've got a little bit left, you know, to treat yourself to, I don't know, a meal with your friends every couple of weeks, or a trip, a day trip, weekend trip, something like that, or, you know, buying stuff. Like, I like buying things in general, so I'm saving enough money for me to live off with a little bit extra if I want to buy things, but the things I'm buying are for my trip. So I'm getting the satisfaction of buying items, but it's also things that I would be buying anyway. You see? So do it like that, because just remember, you're living and breathing and surviving right now. You don't want to just become a room dweller and not go out with mates, not do anything with boyfriend, go out for meals, buy nothing and sit in your room and be bored. You will get lonely, you will lose friends, all that. Just for a trip. You know, I know you want to do stuff on your trip, but make sure you're still doing some things while you're saving. So just kind of account for things like that. Like, I get paid monthly, so I make sure every month I treat myself to something. Like this month I got some GoPro accessories, which you will see in a later video. And they're things that I wanted and needed for my trip. So I got them, and that was my treat. See how that works? So yes, just remember that. But anyway, back onto it. Save as much as you can, but also enough that you can do stuff. I choose to save quite a big lump sum and leave myself with not that much, but I'm also trying to build my bank accounts up as well, so it's a little bit different for me because I didn't have money in my account to begin with, so I'm going to start from scratch. So I'm building 2 accounts up here, so it's give or take a little. But a way to do this is, if you get online banking, you can set a direct transfer, like a direct debit, from one account to the other every time you get paid, so that you never have to see that money. So you get used to living off that amount that you're living off. You know, that other bit is non-existent. It just keeps going in and savings, building up without you even realising. And that is a really good way to do it. Because you're not having to sit there and go, I should transfer it. But I do want to do this time, so I'll just transfer £50 less. Okay? Just don't do it like that, you know, just have it transferred without you even realising. It will add up. To begin with, when you're saving, you obviously need the time you need your budget for and the budget. So when it comes to online banking, you can set up like timescale kind of thing. So you budget and when you need it for, with a lot of online banking systems. And with the amount that you're putting in every day or every week or every month, it like calculates how close you are to your budget and how long it will take for you to get to that budget by adding the amount you have been putting in. Which is a good way, because then you can see, you know, oh, I really need to start putting, you know, £10 extra away to get to that budget in time before it's too late and you're thinking, crap, I don't have enough for my budget and I'm just not going to be able to spend a penny this month just to make it happen. So, just make sure your budgets are good targets and reachable and in the time scale that you've got to do it, with the amount that you're wanting and willing to save. I hope that makes lots of sense. It does in my head. You know, I have a really big budget, but I also have a really long time scale. Quite a few months. So to me it's possible. If you're not good at saving, try and make your budget a little bit smaller and make your savings a little bit bigger. So then when it comes to your end of time scale, you'll be quite surprised that you've got your budget or even more than your budget, which is always a bonus. That was getting me quite out of breath, like really passionate, really getting in at people to save. You know, I don't know how many people I try and tell in life when they say they can't afford to go travelling and can't do this about saving, and I keep getting on at them, and I just think, why have I not even done a video about this to tell you? Because I really know how to do this, I'm good at it, and I want to show people my ideas of how I save when I'm saving. And this is all the stuff that I've explained to you. Is I am doing this. I am doing this with you. So let me know if you need to save, and you know, we can just keep on seeing how each other's going. I don't know. But yeah. So it's not like I'm talking a lot of crap from other people's experiences. This is my own experience. This is how I save, and it works for me. It works really well. Another quick tip, I guess, is a lot of people nowadays have, you know, direct debits to companies and things like that. Magazine subscriptions, Spotify subscriptions, Netflix, all that. You know, cut them out if it's possible. Get rid of them. That's an extra £5, £10, £15, £20 a month you're having to save. You know, you don't need them. It's just a luxury in life. If you want to go on a really amazing trip, you know, it'd be worth it, I promise you. Like phone contracts. If your phone contract is due up, don't renew it. Keep that phone, go on pay as you go. That will save you a ton. And a bonus for that is, when you're going on your trip and you're abroad and you're on pay as you go, you won't come back to a huge phone bill because you've been on internet way too much abroad on your contract phone. Just think of it like that. I mean, I think it's pretty smart to me, but for people that love their phones and love subscriptions and things, I can imagine it's quite hard to do, but for me, I'm not into stuff like that, so it's easy enough for me to say, and I do it. I'm no longer on a contract or anything like that. I'm on pay as you go. There's really good deals nowadays for pay as you go, like unlimited stuff for £10, you know? So it's good. I hope you like this video, guys. Give it a thumbs up if you like this video, and if it's helpful in any way, shape or form for any of your saving up needs. Travelling, holidays, cars, houses, I don't know. So yeah, thanks for watching guys, bye.